Hello viewers, here is a 16-inch pedestal fan. Kind of an odd model. Not sure exactly what the brand is. The information's tag is entirely in the Spanish, which is kind of unusual for something sold here in the States. There's a lot of products that are bilingual that have it in English and Spanish, but this one is only Spanish, which is kind of strange. It's also rated for 127 volts, which is not typically what we see here. Usually products are rated for about 120. So maybe this was sold in a different part of the world and then somehow made its way over here. It's also worth noting the phone number is not an American format. So, I don't know. I'm not really sure where this came from, but it's the model number MY-0120. And that just reminded me that I believe somebody wrote into a previous video I did of this fan, and they said the brand was something like Mytek, I think it was. Anyways, this fan is one of the earlier fans I had in my collection. I believe it was the first pedestal fan that I had, and I remember getting this very well. There was a situation where my uncle was, I don't know if he was out working overtime or something, and he had called me to go take out his dog, and so I was going over to his house to tend to the dog, and I saw a tag sale on the way, and so I stopped and went to it. And that was one of the first tag sales I had gone to by myself. This goes back to when I was in high school. I had just recently gotten a car. And the oh, I lost my train of thought here. Oh yeah, the tag sale had a lot of different fans added. I want to say it had 7 or 8 different fans. They had this fan, of course. They had the Galaxy wind machine that I have. They had that small, I think it's like a 4-inch conserve energy fan, and then they had a bunch of Vornado window fans. I think there was 3 in total, and they might have had 1 or 2 older metal fans, like small desktop ones. And then they also had a ceiling fan, a Hunter, I think it was a Whisper Wind 2000 fan in the box. And they wanted like $40 or something, $50 for it, and I just didn't really want to pay that at the time. And what happened was I had bought 4 or 5 of the fans. I think I had bought 1 or 2 of the Vornado fans. I bought this pedestal fan. I bought the conserve energy fan, and then I bought the oh man, I'm really tired. I gotta go to sleep. I can't think straight here. Anyways, I had bought a number of the fans, and then I had gone back like a week or 2 later, and I stopped again, and they had a few more fans. And then the woman that was running, there was a couple of older women that were running it. She had taken me into a different part of the house. They had like an external building, and she showed me a couple of more Vornado fans, I think it was, and so I bought those. And it might have been a couple of phones, I don't even remember, but I remember getting the pedestal fan. And I keep thinking about that Hunter Whisper Wind fan. I wish I had gotten that. I should have bought it. I don't really understand why I didn't get it. It's kind of interesting to think about it though, because at the time I had needed a new fan for the computer room. I didn't have a lot of ceiling fans yet at the time, and so it's kind of like I wonder, had I bought that Whisper Wind fan and put it in the computer room, what other fans would I have passed up because I bought that? You know, would I have stopped looking for fans because I had that one in there and that was good enough? So it's just an interesting thing that I think about that and fascinates me. Anyways, none of that really has much to do with this video, but so that's the story behind this one. And I used this quite a bit when I first got it because I had been wanting a pedestal fan for a while, because I remembered seeing them around quite often, and I was happy to finally have one of my own. So, with all that being said, let's go ahead and plug this thing in. Okay, I'm going to use this power bar just because it's what I have on hand and it'll work. The plug is a non-fused, of course, but it is a polarized plug. Some funny man Chinese brand on there. Okay, it is plugged in. I haven't used this thing in probably several years now, so I'm not sure what kind of condition the bearings are in. But well, I guess I could do this to find out. Well, they seem pretty free still. That center thing is missing. It was missing since I got it. And I think at some point I had taken something off. Yeah, I took off, I'm pretty sure I still have it somewhere. Let's see if I have it. I had taken off one of the pieces of the motor. The front, like the front, what the heck do you call it? I'm pretty sure that it's in one of these boxes here. Let's see if I can find it. Because I want to put it back if I can produce it. Well, I didn't want that to happen, but it did. I don't think it's even going to end up being in here. Ah, jeez. Well, whatever. I gotta clean this up now. It's always the something. Well, that was a waste of time. Anyways, I had taken off the piece that goes in between the motor housing and the guard there. The thing that kind of keeps the guard in place, because at the time I thought it was like blocking too much air or something. Whatever, I didn't know what I was doing at the time. I know the thing's around somewhere. I'll find it eventually and put it back in, but it doesn't make a difference right now. Here's the low. Well, the oscillations are oscillating. I didn't really want them to be. The motor is very quiet. Doesn't really have any kind of a hum or any annoying noises to it. And for what it's worth, it moves a decent amount of air. You know, it's not like an old Galaxy fan like that one, for instance, but it's still pretty satisfactory. Okay, we'll go up to the medium. Not too much of an increase in speed. And the high. It blows pretty strong. For what it's worth, it's a pretty decent fan. This is probably some of the last like really decent oscillating fans of this kind. It's pretty well balanced for the most part. Let's see, it's certainly within an acceptable margin of error. A little bit of a rattle on something. The oscillation seems like it's very wide on this fan. The two. And the 1 again. Seems to oscillate pretty fast, even on the lowest speed. Okay, now I will cut the oscillations off. And the bearings seem to be in perfectly good condition still. I thought they may be a little bit dry or stiff because it's been sitting for a while, but it seems to be fine. It's too bad it doesn't have the center badge, because otherwise it's in really nice condition. There's not much of any rust, and the blades still have quite a bit of shine to them after they've been cleaned up.